Okay, so today is November 4th. I'm here with
Sammie,
Miss Sammie. So nice to see you.
nice to see you too, Andres. Thank you for having me.
No worries, no worries. I'm grateful always. Before we begin, would you mind telling us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I am born in San Bernardino, California, and raised in Riverside, California, and am currently a resident of Moreno Valley, California. I moved there in 2008, bought my first home. I am a mom of two wonderful adult children, Lily and Robbie. I enjoy hiking. I enjoy nature, and I enjoy helping my community.
Oh, well, we're grateful for all that you do for not just the community, but the people around you. Now that we know a little bit about who you are, it really makes me curious about what really drove your passion to help people.
So I would say it probably started when I was young, back in high school. I had the opportunity to become a student of a class called the Multicultural Council. And there was something about that class that sparked my interest in people and realizing even though we're different, we're the same. And how just because someone looks different than you, or they speak a different language, or they have a different religion, it doesn't mean they're any less valuable. We're all the same. And that class, as well as the educators at that school, really had my young mind thinking about compassion and taking care of people, and how this world will be a better place if we all did that.
I respect that. I respect that a lot. And thinking about how you've been able to develop that skill of compassion for yourself. Like, of all the skills that you created for yourself, which one would you say you do better than everyone else around you?
I think listening. I think I'm a pretty good listener, and empathy. I try to put myself in other people's shoes when they're talking about their situation, especially if it's a tough situation. I try to empathize with them, and I feel myself problem solving in my head, trying to figure out how we can fix it, And I don't want to say that I'm better than people at that, but I do feel that's something that I do more than people around me. But I could be wrong. I definitely don't want to say I'm better than anyone, no. I want to refrain from saying that.
I respect that. I respect that. Then, now that we know that, you're really able to not just value that skill, but use it in your daily life, I guess that makes me curious about, I feel like you're able to use those skills during your work and what you do and what you're passionate about. So I guess I would ask, what baby steps did you take in order to discover what your passion really is?
Well, my passion, meaning taking care of the community, wanting to serve the community, I don't know that I necessarily deliberately took steps. I feel like everything kind of fell into place. Like the fact that I have a job in public service is pretty amazing. I definitely value and appreciate it so much, being able to serve the residents in this way. But also, you know, it's a good career. And then also, I guess I did take steps to become a board member. And I've always been involved in the community, you know, volunteering for different boards, nonprofits and whatnot. But when this opportunity came up, I didn't realize until I was actually in the role what a huge impact it has. That's a huge impact. I'm amongst 4 other people, a governance team that makes decisions that impact our community, that impact their lives, you know, and I don't take that lightly. I have a lot of heart in that role, and never want to make a mistake, never want to mess anything up. But yeah, me taking a step in that direction definitely is a part of the passion I have for serving the community. So I just say, you know, whenever opportunities arise, take them. If you feel like it's something, even if you're fearful, just take them. You know, I've definitely taken some steps and had to backtrack because they didn't work out. And failure is a part of success. So just don't be afraid to take those steps. Yeah.
I feel very strongly about that, especially because it seems like the opportunity is always there. It's always opening, so long as you search for it. So I guess that really makes me curious about, like, from all the opportunities that you have taken, and from all the chances and setbacks and successes that you've made, what is the #1 skill that you learned that you think has served you all your life?
Maybe the first thing that comes to my mind when you ask me that is resilience. It's easy to allow a setback to disappoint you and feed into it and give up and not try again. And it's okay to grieve some of those setbacks. It's okay, because a lot of times people think they can't grieve them, but it's okay to grieve them. But one of the things that I, you know, my self-discipline, I guess, I don't know what else to call it. I tell myself, get up, get going. What's the next thing? Move on, move forward, one foot in front of the other. Don't go back. Don't look back, because you're not going that way. Go forward. So I would say resilience is definitely one of the things that I attribute to that.
I respect that. And you definitely embody the idea of keep going. Like, get up, don't give up.
Thank you.
No worries. I guess, and this will be my last question, I would ask, like, from all those times that you've had to use resilience to move forward, what do you think was, like, the #1 lesson you learned from one of your mentors or from someone that you were teaching?
That's a tough question, because I've learned a lot of things from my mentors. I have learned how to maintain a positive attitude through struggles, how There are some very special people in this world, that you're not alone. I'm a type of person who likes to just do things on my own and not ask for help. And yeah, and I've learned from these incredible people, which I have also referred to you, I think, who you've interviewed, that no, it's okay to ask for help. You don't have to take it all on by yourself. We are here for you, you know? And those people show their true colors through their actions. They're not just the people that say, I'm here for you, and then when you call them, they're gone. They're the people who genuinely, you pick up the phone and call them, or you text them, and they're genuinely there. They're like, what can I do to help you? You know, and that's a lot, especially in the moments of weakness and sadness, during those times, those trying times where you feel like, what am I doing here, you know? So yeah, that's what I would say about that.
Then with that, Mrs. Sammie, I'd say not only am I grateful to you for, you know, giving me your time and allowing me to like pick up on those wisdoms, but for also allowing me to share it to whoever might be listening. You know, for that, you forever have my thanks.
Thank you, Andres. I appreciate that you see enough in me to want to share it with other people. That means a lot to me. Thank you. I appreciate it.